Hi, Sarah from Gridbusters. So today I've got something really special for you. In my last video we were talking about mounting the Victron Quattro to the MDF backer board. A lot of you had a lot of comments. The first comment we're going to talk about today is fireproofing. Is it okay to mount a Quattro to an MDF backer board? So a lot of people were saying it's a fire hazard, I shouldn't be doing it. Well, there's only one way to test this philosophy out. Let's actually get a piece of this MDF and let's put it in front of a blowtorch and let's see what happens. Okay, so there's only one way to settle this debate, and that is with a flamethrower and some MDF. Let's see what happens. So let's get the gas on. There we go. That's seriously hot. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so what happens if we go full bore for a minute or two? And that's seriously hot. Okay, so that was, that's full on hot. Yeah, I was actually setting the workbench on fire here. Now, yes, there were some flames and everything, but this doesn't carry on burning. The thing about MDF is, it's a really crappy thing to burn. I mean, in other words, it's not like firewood, it's not like timber, it's not like plywood. It's difficult to burn. You put it on a fire and it doesn't really burn, it just smolders. Yeah, my workbench is, this is MDF actually as well, but it's, I've got some, my workbench is now damaged. So yeah, and it's only gone in a few millimeters on the top depth, and it's still pretty, actually that's really hot. Actually, yeah, that's not even that hot. Look, I'm able to touch that with my hand. It's still structurally sound. Not that the MDF needs to be structurally sound, because the inverter isn't actually supported by the MDF. It's screwed right through the MDF into the supporting joists in the wall. But yeah, so I'm happy with MDF. I think it's a perfectly good backer board for an inverter. Okay, how interesting was that? I mean, you may have seen this before. If you've ever had like offcuts of MDF and you've put them on a bonfire or you've put them in your log burner, you know that they just don't really burn that well. They will burn eventually if you just put enough heat on it and leave it for hours and hours and hours. Eventually it will burn. But quite frankly, by that point, this whole room would have gone up. I mean, I've got an oak beam there. There is oak behind the ceiling covering, and then there are the joists behind the plasterboard behind this. So, if we had that much heat in this room, I think I would have lost this section of the house by then. Saying that, I do want to put some fire suppression actually in this room. So I'm quite happy with the MDF. Let me know your comments. One final question that people were asking was, or rather comments or criticism people were saying was, I should not be hanging something this heavy off MDF. Well, this MDF backer plate sits a few inches from the wall. There are wooden battens behind here. Those wooden battens are anchored into the wall joists, which are then anchored to the stone wall behind. And the brackets I've used on here, I use long screws, and the screws go through the Quattro mounting plate, and they go directly into the wall joists. So in essence, the MDF backer board is not actually holding up the Quattro. The Quattro is being held up by the wall, if that makes sense, because I used monster screws that went all the way through into the joists behind the plasterboard. So there's no chance of this falling off. Of course, I would never hang something this heavy just on a thin piece of with those little screws that only screwed into the MDF. That would be crazy. No, this is being actually anchored in from the wall, so everything is safe. Anyway, hope you found that video useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm raring to go now. My next job is going to be crimping some cables to start hooking up the Quattro, the charge controller, everything directly into the bus bar. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, any comments or anything like that, please do comment below the video, and if you like the video, please like the video. Okay guys, I'll speak to you next time, and have a great day. Bye.